Hello and welcome back to Free Spirit Yoga. I'm Sally and today is day 17 of the Samaritans 30-day yoga challenge. Today we're going to be looking again at core strength and flexibility. Now remember last week and the week before I talked about the fact that our core muscles are any muscles that are attached to our spine and to our pelvis. And I really cannot overstress the importance of having good, healthy, strong and flexible core muscles. It really helps to prevent problems with our back, with our hips, with our knees. And if you do already experience problems in these areas, then it can greatly help to reduce pain and problems that you may experience. And obviously, it's never just about the body. It's also about how that affects the mind. If you have a good, strong, healthy, flexible core, then you'll feel good, you'll feel light, your mind will feel calm, and that's the purpose of yoga. So let's get started. I forgot to mention in the introduction that during this session we will need a belt of some kind. This is just a dressing gown belt. So anything similar to that. So if you could just pause the video, go away and get one now. Okay, right, we're going to begin today's session in a seated position. So as always, if you want to sit on a cushion or a folded blanket, if you want to sit with your legs out in front of you rather than crossed, go for it. We're going to begin with the Ujjayi breath, with the ocean sound breath that we've practiced the last couple of days. So remember, that's when we breathe slowly and deeply in and out through the nose, using the abdomen as well as the chest. And as we do that, we slightly constrict the back of the throat by pushing the tongue gently against the back of the teeth. This creates friction as the air passes over. It creates a hissing sound, the sound like the ocean, hence the name, ocean sound breath. And this helps to just further draw our attention to our breath and slow down our breathing. So we're going to begin by closing our eyes. Just breathing normally to start. And now starting to deepen your breath in and out through your nose, constricting the back of your throat, breathing with Ujjayi breath, ocean sound breath. Remember, really allow your tummy to come out as you inhale, as your diaphragm pushes down. Really draw your belly in as you exhale to help push the air up and out of your lungs. Returning to your normal breath, we're going to start with a seated side stretch. So we're going to place our left hand on the floor beside us, and then we're going to inhale our right arm up and reach up and over, reaching out to the left side, trying to keep your right arm as straight as you can. And you can just increase that stretch slightly if you want to by looking up to the palm of your hand. Okay, inhale up and exhale down. Inhale now your left arm up and over, reaching out to the right side, trying to keep the arm as straight as you can and looking up towards the palm if you want to increase that stretch slightly. Inhale the arm up and exhale down. Good. Next we're going to come into a seated twist. So we're going to first of all twist to the right this time. We're going to start going in that direction. We're going to exhale as we twist to the right. We're going to bring the left hand on to the right thigh and the right hand onto the floor behind us. And we're going to turn our head to look as far over our right shoulder as we can. Now as you're twisting, try to keep length in the spine, so try to stay sitting up nice and straight and tall. Remember to just breathe steadily. And you can use that left hand that's on your right side to just pull you gently further into the stretch. And if you want to increase the stretch, then try to do so on the exhale. Inhaling, coming back to the front, and then we're going to exhale to the left now, bringing the right hand onto the left thigh, the left hand onto the floor behind us, turning our head to look as far as we can behind the left shoulder. Remember, keep the spine long. And inhaling, coming back to the front. Okay, next we're going to take our belt and we're going to use this to practice a seated forward fold. So we're going to come and sit with our legs straight out in front of us. Now the aim of the forward fold is, I'm just going to show you now, is to fold forward over your legs and bring your head down to your shins. Now I would say probably very likely at the moment that's not going to be possible because either you've got tight hamstrings or glutes or low back or all three. That's going to prevent you from folding forwards like that. Now normally when we're standing doing the forward folds we bend our knees, but when we're in the seated forward fold our legs are flat against the floor, so we don't do that. Instead what we do is we use a belt, we put it around our feet like this. Now what we want to avoid doing is this, okay? You can see, notice how my back is rounding, my tummy is well away from my thighs. We want to work ourselves slowly, increasing our flexibility over time so that we can bring our tummy down to our thighs. This is where the belt comes in. What we're going to do is take hold of each side of the belt in our hands, and we're going to use that to pull our tummy down towards our thighs. We're going to keep our chest push forward. So again, as always, remember that string coming from your chest that's pulling it up towards the ceiling. So we're keeping the chest lifted and we're looking forward. So that may mean at this stage that you're just in this position like this. Okay, you're not even very far down. That's totally fine as long as you feel that stretch in your low back, in your glutes, and down the backs of your thighs here and your hamstrings. That stretch is effective. You can try doing this and you'll see that you lose most of that stretch. Much more effective to come less far down and feel that stretch more, really get the benefit of the forward fold. And then gradually you can, as you increase your flexibility over time, you can slowly lower yourself, still keeping the chest pushed forward, still looking forwards. So just hold that wherever you are. Breathe steadily. Good. And release. Now we're going to come on to our all fours into tabletop position for my good old favourite cat cow. So hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips, and exhale into the cat, rounding your back, pushing away from the floor, tucking your head underneath to look under at your belly, and then inhaling to the cow, dipping your belly, raising your sit bones, looking up towards the ceiling. Just keep on moving between the two asana with your breath, trying to make the length of the breath last the length of the movement. Good. Now coming back to tabletop position. Next we're going to practice a pose called Tiger Pose. So we're going to stay in tabletop position. So for Tiger Pose, we're going to lift the left leg, keeping the knee bent at right angles. We're going to bring the thigh parallel with the floor. And then what we're going to do is we're going to exhale. We're going to round our back as we do in the cat. Stretch, bringing our knee through and towards our nose. That's how, as we exhale. And then we're going to inhale, bring the leg back to the original position. We're going to do twice more with that leg. So exhale. And then inhale. Once more. Exhale, remember, really round that back, bring your knee through to your nose. Inhale. Good. And then lowering the left knee back to the floor. We're going to do 3 times now with the right leg, so bring it into the start position, knee at right angles, thigh parallel with the floor. Exhale, round the back, bring the knee towards the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. And slowly lowering the knee back down to the mat. We're just going to finish up with a pose called Cobra, which is similar to a pose called Sphinx, which we have practiced before. We're going to come and lay on our tummy on the mat with our legs straight out behind us. And we're going to have our hands underneath our shoulders. Spread the fingers on your hands so you've got a nice stable base. Now the elbows should be tucked really close into the body, and the shoulders should be down away from the ears. So we want to do this, or elbows out like this, elbows tucked, shoulders down away from the ears, Looking forward as you now inhale, lift the chest away from the floor and look up. You'll really feel your low back muscles engaging. Remember, keep those elbows tucked, keep your shoulders down away from your ears, nothing like this, like this. Breathe steadily. Okay, and release. And seeing as we're on our tummy, we're going to come and do our final relaxation in Crocodile Pose, which remember we have practiced before. We lay on our tummy, our legs straight. We cross the arms so that we bring the fingertips to the elbows. And we just rest the point between our eyebrows, like our third eye kind of space, on the wrist bone here. Close our eyes and relax. Breathe slowly and deeply. Slowly opening your eyes, gently lifting your head and pushing yourself gently, slowly up to the seated position. Okay, thank you very much for joining me for day 17. I can't believe we're going on to day 18 tomorrow. Please do join me. We'll be looking up at opening body and mind. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel. Also, please donate money to the Samaritans by following the links in the description below. See you tomorrow.